Yesterday, we got a big update to College Football 25. Now, I went over all of the gameplay and Dynasty and Road to Glory changes yesterday and spoke on some of the presentation changes, but in today's video, we're going to look deeper at some of the other stuff they changed. Some of this stuff was not listed in the actual patch notes because there's always some extra stuff that's not in there. Some of these things were listed, but we're going to take a closer look at it, like all of the new uniforms, some of which weren't listed. We'll take a look at a couple of the different stadiums that were updated that they didn't list specifically, some of the new plays that were added, and more. And if you're new to the channel and you never want to miss out on any of these important updates, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on because we get multiple updates for this game every month and you could be missing out on some very important videos when they drop. So let's start with the uniforms. Up first, we have the throwback Oklahoma uniforms. These are pretty sick. They're going to be wearing them at some point this year. EA now officially has them in EA College Football 25. We also got the new uniforms that debuted this year for Colorado. Here is the home version. You can see they have like the updated sleeves and things like that. They didn't, however, update the pants. They don't have the new pants, so I'm guessing those are going to be coming at a later time, but we do have the new jerseys now. Here you can see the away version of that jersey here on Travis Hunter. Those are now officially in the game. South Carolina got their throwbacks added to the game. This is one of my favorite ones that was just added because I like the helmet and the jersey itself. I think this is a pretty cool look, and we're going to take an up-close look at the helmet here. I think this helmet is actually super sick. And probably the biggest fan favorite that was added, the Boston College bandana uniforms are in the game. The numbers, you could see it down the side of the jersey and the pants. You even see it on the helmet detailing. They've got the back of the jerseys accurate as well. These are awesome. Another one of my favorites that were added, the Kansas all-red uniforms. We heard that they were coming in this update, and they are here now. The red pants, red jerseys with the rock chalk on the sleeve, paired with the white helmet. Those look sick. We also got the all-black Fresno State uniforms with the black helmet. These are another pretty cool option. Like those a lot. Colorado State continues to get new uniforms. They got one in the last update, and now in this update, they have their state pride uniforms now officially in the game. So I think all the stuff they're wearing this year is now officially in the game. We also have new Liberty uniforms. We finally got that update. So here's a look at the home with the new helmet and the new jerseys. We're going to also have a look at the away uniforms here as well. So all of their alternates and all of their different options are updated to the new look. Here are the blues, which are really, really cool looking. So all of their stuff is now in the game. Here's another one of my favorites from this update, the Texas State SWT uniforms. Sick helmet, love the jerseys, love the pants. This is one of the better combinations, I think, in the game right now. We also got the new uniforms for Jacksonville State. Those were updated along with Liberty. We're seeing some of the teams that changed their uniforms this year finally getting updated, so you can see the home version here. We're going to see the away version, which does have a different helmet. Definitely like this helmet a lot better than the one they wear with the home jerseys, but they're all in there, including the alternate options. We also got the throwbacks for the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns with the throwback helmet as well. So they've been getting some updates lately in the game, getting some new stuff in. We also got the all black Georgia State uniforms. I know their fans are really happy to see those in the game. Northern Illinois now has their all red uniforms in the game. I know I saw some people asking about that for a little while. Paired with the black helmet, those look nice. These are probably my favorite ones that were added. The Louisiana Tech all reds with the red helmet. I love the Louisiana Tech red helmet, so glad to see that. Another Louisiana team, ULM, got their all black Warhawk jerseys in the game. They already had the helmet in, I believe, but they now have the uniforms. We got some new helmets as well. Tulane has the greeny helmet now in the game. We also got the big red helmet for Western Kentucky. I know a lot of people are happy to see that. We also got the candy red helmet for the Arizona Wildcats in the game. North Texas got their script helmet in the game. I actually really like this one. I think that one's super clean. We also got the all-white helmet for Kennesaw State, which they do wear, I believe, with their all-white uniform, so that's now in the game as well. And we also got a couple of new helmets for Sam Houston State. So here's the retro throwback Bearcat helmet. This one is pretty cool. I think that's the best helmet they got, in my opinion. They also have the other throwback helmet that just says Cats, so that one is pretty cool as well. Now we're going to continue on with some other stuff that was added to the game, but really quickly, I do want to mention that we are still sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. If you like sports and you like winning money, then you've got to be on Underdog Fantasy playing their pick'em game. All you got to do is pick higher or lower on player stats, and if they hit, you can win some big money. But if you sign up right now, they're going to give you some free plays to start out to help you win some money, and they'll give you up to $1,000 in bonus cash at sign up. So for this weekend's NFL games, they're going to give you 2 free plays. They're going to give you CeeDee Lamb to get a single yard, meaning all he has to do is get 1 yard and that's it, you win. But they'll also give you an additional play on Sunday of Patrick Mahomes to get a single yard. All he has to do is get 1 yard as well. And for the Monday night games, if you want to wait and play on Monday, they'll give you Joe Burrow to get a single yard. And no matter when you sign up, even if it's weeks or months from now, there'll always be a free play like this to take advantage of. And if you use my code RAY, R-A-Y, they're going to also give you up to $1,000 in bonus cash to play with that sign up, and you just simply can't beat that. Now let's take a look at some of these stadium changes. Now they did not list these in the notes. They just said that they made some authenticity updates. And I tried to find as many as I could, but to be honest, I could not really find a lot of things that were changed. But one of the main ones that was changed is the striped crowd for Michigan. This is a theme that they're going to be doing at some point this season. And EA has now updated the game so you can get the Michigan striped crowds inside of Dynasty mode for big games and rivalry games and stuff like that. They also did make a fix to the Virginia Stadium. If you remember in the last update, they put in the update where they would have fans on the hill, but there was a bug with it and it was showing a lot of opposing fans. Now I did see a lot of people say that, funny enough, a lot of times opposing fans do kind of get on the hill and kind of crowd it a little bit, but obviously in the game, that's not how you really want it represented. So that has been fixed and updated. So you will see the correct fans on the hill. And they also had some other little visual bugs with it as well that they cleaned up. So now it looks a whole lot better. Now we also got some new plays added to the nickel 3-3 over and the regular nickel over formation. So most playbooks should have one of the other, either the 3-3 over or the regular nickel over. And they actually did add some pretty important plays. So one of the first ones they added was the cover 3 Buzz Mabel. Now this is a cover 3, but it is a matching coverage, meaning that the deep zones, they're going to match and play man. And this is really something you want to run against sets that have 3 receivers on one side. So let me show you, for example, like this, for example, the bunch formation, or if it's a trips formation, where you have 3 receiving options on one side of the ball. Now this coverage might not be perfect. There's going to be ways to obviously beat it, but this is going to be something that against the average opponent, this should definitely help you limit some of those formations. So a lot of times people like to use bunch or like to use trips, and they like to flood the coverage. That's what they're attempting to do. Well, the cover 3 Buzz Mabel should do a decent job. Notice how these guys kind of match up and play man defense on those deeper routes. And then the underneath zones on this play, you know, will actually rotate and do what they're supposed to do as well. The seam flats will have certain responsibilities. Typically, they're probably going to be taking the flats for the most part, depending on the route combination you put up. But see, notice how the seam flat, he tries to come down here to play on the flat route. He's a little bit delayed there, but this is going to be something you definitely want to take advantage of against 3 receiver sets when they're on one side of the field. They also added the cover 4 field drop as well, which can be another really good all-out coverage. I love running cover 4. If you are somebody that struggles on defense, and I know in this game defense can be a little tough, just run cover 4. Cover 4 is a really great bend, don't break defense. I'm not saying you're going to get stops, but against a lot of people, you can run these cover 4 drop plays, and you'll make them have to dink and dunk, hold the ball a little bit, and you open up more opportunities for them to make mistakes. Now, don't confuse this with cover 4 quarters or cover 4 palms. So this right here, cover 4 field drop, the new play they added, this is an all-out zone coverage. They're going to play zone. Whereas if you look at cover 4 quarters, for example, here on the right, in the top left-hand corner of that play, it says match, meaning they're going to actually man up and they're going to match depending on the formation and the route combos that are on the field. So cover 4 field drop is what you probably want to be in because it's a little bit easier to run. You know where your guys are supposed to be. You know where their responsibilities are. And this can be a very good coverage to use against a lot of other people that, you know, aren't really good at dinking, dunking, and down the field. Like they just want to take the big play or, you know, try to force passes. This is a really good coverage, and a lot of people do play that way. And having all this extra coverage on the field will really help you get stops. Now, they also added some new blitzes like the Edge Blitz 0, the Edge Blitz 3, which is just a zone coverage version of the Edge Blitz 0. So Edge Blitz 0 is going to be cover 0 man across the board. Edge Blitz 3 is going to be the same type of blitz, but with zones on the field. And then they also added another play in the middle right here, the FS Will Blitz 0. Now, I kind of like some of these new blitzes, like the Edge Blitz 0 and the Edge Blitz 3, because you notice how these guys, they line up to the outside. This is supposed to bring pressure off the edge. You're blitzing a lot of guys, but you should get really quick pressure off the edge, especially if nobody is blocked, if there's like not a running back left in the block or something like that. So these should really be some nice blitzes you can now throw at people out of the nickel 3-3 over over and the regular nickel over. Now, in terms of these uniforms and these stadium updates, we're going to keep getting more of these with each update that comes. I already know some of the big uniforms that are coming soon that people have been asking for, like the all-black Miami, the FIU Miami Vice, just to name a couple. Trust me, they're still working on uniforms and they're going to keep putting them in with every update. So even if you didn't get your favorite team's uniforms yet, as long as the team has signed off on it, they will be coming soon. I know that the space uniforms for UCF are also coming soon. I believe the new Ole Miss helmet that they just revealed recently is going to be in the game soon as well. So a lot of this stuff is coming. A lot more stadium updates and things like that will be coming soon, as we're going to be getting updates every month. So again, make sure you're subbed up so you never miss any of these videos. Now, we also got some pretty interesting leaks as it pertains to the next college football game, College Football 26. We already know some of the things that are going to be in that game. So if you don't want to miss out on that, check this video out right here on the screen.